Hey guys, what's up? BC coming back at you guys with yet another thing with BC Talks. I'm using the webcam on my new computer, and let's just hope and pray that this one works better. So with that said, this is basically like I legit just watched the Combiner Wars BC Talks like a couple minutes ago. Which, by the way, when I said Combiner Wars, I cracked up. That was hysterical. That was one hell of a brain fart right there. But yeah, with keeping that in mind, um, following up on that whole ordeal, um, I have a few theories, I have a few announcements, and I bet you guys have been waiting for so long to hear my final thoughts on Titan Devastator. So first things first, um, again, I still sit there like, okay, seriously, Hasbro, for real guys, what the fuck? Like, seriously. You give us Alpha Bravo and Off Road to basically be Slingshot and Wild Rider, and then decide to give us Quick Slinger and Breakneck, which is clearly Slingshot and Wild Rider? What? I mean, like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't know what your deal was there. Like, seriously, this is a case where I'm saying, where were you on that one, ass brain? But yeah, don't get me wrong. I, I, I'm I like Alpha Bravo, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like Off Road. I'm pretty damn sure I'm gonna like Off Road, but seriously, you legit wasted our time and money creating two new characters just to say, oh, you can kind of push them off to the side now because hey, here they are. But with that said, kind of again segueing into Quickslinger and Breakneck, Slingshot and Wild Rider, they look awesome. Oh my god, they look awesome. And everybody was talking about how, oh, there's no doubt about it, man. Wild Rider's gonna totally be a repaint of Breakdown because they were both the same car and blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty much one of the only like 5 people that said he's gonna be a repaint of Dead End. Don't even try that shit. And guess who won? Like, seriously, I like the deco. I like the mold of Dead End as Dead End so far, but oh my god, Wild Rider wears it so well. And then we all knew Slingshot was going to be a repaint slash remold of Firefly. And I'm like, I like Firefly. Granted, he's not my favorite of the aerial bots, but I quite like him. The mold itself, I'm a huge fan of, and this figure repainted in Slingshot to give us the proper Superion, bam. That made me that you guys have no idea how happy that made me feel. But yeah, getting off that train, I finally have the Voyagers in hand, or at least I didn't. I don't. No, I don't. I didn't have the Voyagers in hand when I did the first Combiner Wars BC talks. I do now. I have all three. Optimus, Motormaster, and Silverbolt. Um, I like the Optimus is way better than I had anticipated. Silverbolt, while I like him, I feel as if Optimus Prime structure wise and just overall as a figure was a lot better, because like Optimus had more of a transformation to him other than like disorient my body and then stick a plane on top of me and boom, I'm a plane. I'm sorry, but that was one thing about Silverbolt that's one part on Silverbolt that just never made sense to me. Like, seriously, at this point in the Transformers mythos, you couldn't give Silverbolt a better transformation. Guys, come on. I mean, yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot for basically a Silverbolt that can turn into his vehicle mode and have less robo-bit. Like, when it comes to a jet former, either way, that's pushing it. But, like, like, just with Silverbolt, I understand why they handle him the way they do, but really, at this point, make him a different jet. Give the guy a chance to at least hide some of his vehicle, to at least hide some of his robot, other than his head. But yeah, like, other than that, typical throwback to what Silverbolt used to be. I like Silverbolt as a figure, but Optimus Prime at the time I felt was a better overall toy. Motormaster is amazing. He's just like, wow. I mean, yeah, for whatever reason, I'm having issues keeping his vehicle mode tapped in, which I will be going into that with his review, since he's probably going to be like the first one to go up. But, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I really, really adore, I absolutely adore Motormaster, and it's kind of making me mad that I have to wait so long for Wave 2, because Menasor is my favorite Decepticon combiner, and they're taking their sweet ass time. Like, releasing the figures. Like, I have them on pre-order at BBTS, but if I can get, like, hopefully if my buddy of mine can get his hands on them for me and send them to me for cheap, then but yeah, anyways, enough ranting. I'm excited about Menasor. I really am. We finally got to see what Sunstreaker and Mirage are gonna look like, because apparently there's gonna be an Optimus Maximus combiner, where it's gonna have Blackjack repainted and Rodimus as the chest piece. I believe Mirage is the left arm and the Sunstreaker is the right arm, but literally it's a case of just slap those two on Optimus and the other two will be legs, and boom, done deal. So yeah, Optimus is getting his own combiner team. We all knew it would happen. We all fucking knew it would happen. Quit sitting there and being like, well, what's the point of releasing the Optimus Prime when we weren't gonna get a combiner team with him? We just did. Which, again, touching on that, Off-Road is actually going to be repainted and remolded with a new head to be Ironhide, and I'm actually looking forward to this. I want to see the Off-Road mold as Ironhide. I think it's gonna look great. I really do. I think that will look fantastic. The only thing that will make that better is instead of Prowl, they did Ratchet, so that we could see a slightly remolded what's his face, First Aid, and have those two be the legs. That would be cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. That'd be cool. I want Ironhide and Ratchet as the legs for Ultra Prime. That would be awesome. But alas, they decided on Prowl. Whatever. Whatever. But yeah. Anyways. I'm completely blanking because it's 2 a.m. Why the hell am I doing this at 2 a.m.? I don't know. But hey, you know what? This is how BC does things. And yeah. And then you add in, anyways, moving away from Ultra Prime and going into Defensor. Holy shit, Defensor looks awesome. I mean, for real, Defensor just looks really awesome. I cannot wait to have Defensor in hand. He looks fantastic. But then, completely coming out of left field, Voyager Cyclonus. Now, I already have the Classics version of Cyclonus, which is a great figure. Here's the thing. I haven't even held this Voyager in hand yet. He's going to be a repaint / retool of Silverbolt. And already he's looking way better than the Deluxe. Like, come on. He looks fantastic, and he wears the Silverbolt mold beautifully. Beautifully. Like, he's going to have a new chest, a new head, and I think a new combiner head. And he's going to have these 2 fin pieces that'll plug onto his arms. But other than that, that's pretty much it as far as new parts go. But then, like, actually no, he's going to have a completely new jet mode. Like, just, oh my god, that's Cyclonus. Cyclonus looked really freaking good. And then, let's face it. They're a part of the Combiner Wars line too, so, you know, Ultra Magnus. Wow. Not only did they nail the comic look pretty much spot on, not only did they nail the look of that, they gave us Minimus Anders. Yeah. Finally, you know, the home stretch, the one thing that pretty much everyone, I think, wanted to hear me talk about the most. Titan Devastator, fully revealed, vehicle modes, robot modes, combined mode. The vehicle modes are very typical Tonka, clunky, beefy construction vehicles, and I like that. The robot modes are clearly where this set falls apart. Some of them look good, some of them are and some of them are what the fuck. Like, you know, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I like what they were going for. They were attempting to update the original designs. But clearly enough, the way they handled this, you don't even get proper elbows. Really? You couldn't have worked that in somewhere? Like, if there's any joint that would drive me batshit crazy if a figure did not have it, it would be an elbow joint. Maybe even a knee joint. But, you know, even knee joints, you know, I can somewhat live without that, but, like, come on. Especially of this modern day. If they don't have an elbow joint, why? But, I mean, you know, like, again, like, as much as that bugs me, the combined mode is what you're buying this set for. He's huge. He's massive. He is bulky. Like, you know, aside from Mixmaster, he is spot fucking on to the original. He looks fantastic. And just, like I can already imagine. Like I'm already imagining him standing on the classic shelf. Like I'm pointing in that direction because I'm on my bed, and whenever I look forward, that's my classic shelf. And just I can already imagine him just standing behind all my figures and just towering over them. I can't wait to own that figure in hand. I just can't wait. But if there's anything that the Toy Fair did not reveal, it was Computron and Onslaught. And since I'm going to BotCon, I'm pretty sure they're going to show them off there. Which, if they do, they have a very, very good chance to really knocking it out of the park with this line. If they screw up Bruticus or Computron, we're going to have a problem. Because, I mean, seriously, Computron. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here. I can understand that Hasbro's deal is a brand new mold is worth as much as 4 repaints. I can understand that. I can understand how repainting figures will allow you to get more stuff out and allow you to make more money. I can understand that. But here's the deal. You gotta spend money to make money. I get that. I get that 100%. But here's the thing. When you're dealing with the collectors, when you're dealing with the people who are mostly buying these figures to put them on a shelf, you really gotta keep this in mind. Computron, you can't, like, Cyclonus works for a repaint slash remold. He works. He really does. But if you tried to do the same thing as Scattershot, that shit might not fly. I mean, like, I can kind of see how it would work, but that would be some heavy retooling. So, Scattershot would have to be his own mold. Nosecone would have to be his own mold. Lightspeed would have to be his own mold. Strafe would have to be his own mold. Pretty much everyone in that whole lineup would have to be their own mold. Like, just a brand new figure. And I know Hasbro is famous for basically slapping together a bunch of repaints, calling it a night. And like, when it comes to combiners, especially to Computron is one of those guys where he has the weirdest fucking combine mode ever. Like he always looked really weird in combine mode, but it worked for him. If like if they don't capture that weird, like if they try to make it make sense, it's gonna throw off what I like so much about him. But that's just with me. There are maybe other people where they don't like the fact that Computron's whole deal didn't really make sense, and yeah. But that's just me, and that's my rant about it, because basically I want this Computron to look right. I want it to look like what I remember. And then Bruticus. I'm pretty damn sure he's mostly going to be repaints. I'm pretty sure Bruticus is mostly going to be repainted at this point, which if he is, I already know for a fact that Hotspot's pretty much going to get repainted into Onslaught. Blastoff might be his own mold, but I already know for a fact that Rook and Alpha Bravo are gonna be repainted, and I think somewhat retooled to be Vortex and Brawl, because the only other new mold that that I believe would be able to work is Swindle. Actually, you know what? Now that I start to think about it, he'd probably be a repaint slash retool of First Aid. Now that I start to think about it, yeah. But you know, yeah, whatever. But yeah, basically Bruticus is kind of, I went from being really excited about them to being like, I might be buying a bunch of repaints. But you know, whatever. But again, Hasbro has a chance here. Hasbro has a chance to completely throw us off and give us something balls to the wall awesome. Which, with this whole Combiner Wars line, given the fact that I only have all of Wave 1 and most of Wave 2, given the fact that I only have most of the line, I love the Combiner Wars line. So they're really hitting it out of the park. I can't tell you how much I love the Combiner Wars line so far, but here's the thing. I can already see how this line can become very repaint heavy to the point where we won't want to buy any more from the Combiner Wars line and might actually go after the RID stuff instead. Like, seriously. Hasbro, keep in mind, you're working with combiners. Do not give us a bunch of repaints just for the hell of it. You're already kind of falling into that with Optimus's combiner team. Like, just please don't make a habit of this with this line. Please, that's all I ask. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. And BC is fucking tired. And with that said, I'm gonna end this review. Oh, I bet you were all waiting for the brain fart. I'm gonna put an end to this BC talks. This is BC saying stay tuned and get your geek on. I'll catch you guys next time, and hopefully the next time I do a Google Live Hangout, it will be either during BotCon or after BotCon. Matter of fact, during BotCon will be recorded on the actual little camera. But anyways, guys, that's it. I'm done. I'm taking up enough of your time for tonight. BC stay tuned and get your geek on. I will catch you guys next time.